I'm Dustin Good. I'm a product specialist with Roland Canada, and we're here to show off some new gear for you guys.
So today we'll see at least 4 products. Basically, we'll talk about the new stuff that came out really like the 8th of the 8th.
The 8th of the 8th, the 808, August 8th.
So it will be
2017.
the TR08 will be the first one we'll talk. Then we'll go on to the SH01A. And then we'll go to the SE2 with Studio Electronics. And we'll finish with the DJ stuff. We have today what's the DJ808 and the DJ202.
About a year or so ago, we released the DJ808, which is part of our IRA line, along with the TR8, TB3, all those. And it's the first Roland DJ controller product.
Yeah.
So it's set apart from the others for a number of reasons. One of the main reasons being that it actually is its own drum machine. It's a sample sequencer, and it's completely hands-on in the tradition of hardware step sequencing, just like we were looking at here. So it's it's a collaboration with Serato. So we're using it with Serato DJ, and we worked on this for quite a while with them. But it's a really awesome marriage of two extremely powerful kind of concepts. So what's changed in the past 5 years in laptop DJing, what you can do with controllers and really creative DJing, remixing on the fly, that kind of stuff, mixed with the hands-on hardware sequencing of like live PA guys, hardware synth guys, or producers, really. Mm-hmm. So this is kind of a really awesome crossover between people who produce and people who DJ, or DJs who want to produce, or producers who want to DJ. So essentially the way it works is we've got up top here a step sequencer that's from the TR8, right? So, and we actually have a lot of sounds built into this. So this is not relying on a computer to do any of the TR sounds.
Okay, so it will work even if the computer is down.
Totally, you could just power it on, and essentially what we're able to do is have this top section be like the master, right? Just like a MIDI sync. So we can have any pattern we want sequenced. And here, see, it's a step sequencer, just like all the other stuff we're working with.
Bass drums, snare, close hi-hat. So
open hi-hat, yeah. So you've got 4 voices here from the TR909, the 808, 707, and the 606. And you can sequence those however you want. And you've also got the sequencer has the ability to step sequence any of the Serato samples that you have loaded up.
Okay, so you load your sample and it
yeah, so that's something that Serato guys are going to be familiar with already. You've got a sampler where you can put, any kind of samples in. You can run those through your effects. Yeah. Right, so you've got this sample bank down here, but now we can actually sequence it like it's part of our drum machine, So just to start up the clock up here, I've got like a 909 kick running, and we can do this the exact same way that we were sequencing on the TR08. We can just select our instrument here, and we've also got a lot of controls for each instrument, right? So if I want to change, the decay of I don't know here, so I can go over here to open hi-hat and change the sounds. I can change the tune. So we can have things like this running, but this can be the master clock for our entire DJ set, right? So instead of having to rely on just syncing 2 tracks together and queuing them up all the time, we can have this as the core of our DJ set, right? So, you can start however you'd like, but if you wanted to start with, your own little jam on the drum machine, you could do something like this, bring in some of your samples if you wanted to, right? I've got all these samples down here. If I wanted to add a clap, I can just go up here and add the clap. Or I can actually sequence live. If you're into, just playing the pads, I can, right? Add a snare if I want, go back and, right? So you can actually start a whole set like that if you like, and then go in and start selecting your music, right? So, this will this links up perfectly with Serato. You don't ever have to touch your computer. But I can just go pull up some tracks, go to one of my crates, and pick a song, and just boom, load it up. I mean, right now we'll take a listen. I have this track ready, but if I wanted, I can just press the sync button. As soon as I press play, it's gonna be in sync with the tempo, and I'll cue it up. So now they're going to be totally synced. So if I just kind of put this in my queue, make sure everything's all good, those tempos are synced. So now I can bring this track up. Maybe bring down my kick here. All right, so I've got this. That's the track I just brought in, right? But I'm mixing it in with everything I've already got. And the awesome thing about this is that you can bring things in and out however you like, and you can also send your samples through any of Serato's effects, right? So if I wanted to throw this through some delays, so you're kind of like, you can kind of do live remixing.
Yeah.
And something awesome about what Serato's done is they have, auto loops and things like that. So if on this track I wanted to just grab a loop, I can just press auto loop, and see I can have it at any kind of length, Right? And you're still going. Cool. And all the effects are available here too. So, when you get into using this for a real kind of DJ set hybrid with this kind of thing, it's just so smooth. I could grab another track here, and in Serato now you can actually see all the keys of all your songs too. Okay. So I load up another track, and again I'll sync it. I'll press sync and just cue it up. And when I want to bring in this track, if we listen carefully, it's in a different key, I go right? So I'm a semitone off. So with pitch and time in Serato, you can actually change. You can change things by semitones. And now we're right in there. So I've already kind of adjusted one song's pitch and their tempo to make them match together. I could go ahead. This part. Right? And I've got my own samples. Right? And the whole time we've got all Serato's effects to play with. And you can get so creative with this, right? All these effects, you can just do them like dub effects if you want. You can customize whatever effects are on the front panel. It's easy as that.
Pretty cool.
Right? Yeah, and another great thing is like for guys who are producers and who have a lot of hardware, this actually has MIDI output. So it actually has MIDI sync.
So you can connect to the rest of your gear.
So this top section will send really tight MIDI. Anything. So if you've already got drum machines or synths that you want to play live with, you can just...
But this is also a beatbox.
It is.
So you have it's like
exactly.
your beatbox with your controller at the same time.
Totally. But say if I wanted to, for example, hook up the SH01A to it, it'd be very easy. Yeah. If I actually do that take one quick second and I'll unplug the SH. Another thing that we have with our IRA line is something we call IRA Link, which, as I explained before, you can do audio over USB and MIDI over USB. So this will actually be a host. So I can actually plug like a standard USB-A connector in to the back of this, and it will power this, and it will also.
So the sound, the electricity, and the MIDI is through that cable.
Yep, absolutely. Everything's through there. So if I press play now, it's actually syncing all this stuff because they're hooked up by MIDI. So I could sync everything right here easily if I wanted. So we're actually hearing this be synced by that. Right? So you can sync your external gear easily, and you can even run the audio through here.
Okay.
Over USB, right? So it's just like everything's going straight through here as like an analog mixer, as a drum machine, as a master clock, as an extremely capable DJ controller. And for people who are coming from turntables or CDJs, these actually have the lowest latency platters on the market right now. So it feels great to play. And I mean, the Serato features run really deep, and this is extremely hands-on.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
But now the family of the DJ series.
Yes,
which
it
is
is
this one is
expanded.
the 808.
Yeah, this is the granddaddy.
So there's two new ones. So you have the 202 and the 505.
Yes, that's right. The the DJ 202 and
MC,
the DJ 505.
that's your age, man. You're
Yeah.
showing your age.
Yeah. So right now,
What's the difference between the 202?
Well, we're waiting on the 505 right now. So this is more for. Like it's a more affordable product. It doesn't have as much control on the front, and just from a technical standpoint, it actually runs off just bus power. So so you'll it's just bus powered, and but it also has MIDI out, which is huge. So this is like this is a direct MIDI clock output from your DJ software, which is really not an option hardly at all at the moment in the market. I mean, just being able to run a DJ software and have MIDI sync to all the rest of your gear is pretty crazy still to me. It's a 2-channel mixer.
Especially that laptops don't have a lot of USB connectors on top of that.
So it has RCA outputs. RCA outputs. It's got a microphone input with a trimmer on it and a headphone cue, of course. But the platters are the same size as these, and they feel really good. So I think the biggest platters on for a controller of this size. You can still control 4 decks with it if you want, just by switching deck 3, deck 4.
Okay.
I mean, you've got all the effects select and effects levels. It's just a little bit more minimal, but you've still got these EQs and everything. The difference is this is a controller for Serato.
Okay.
It's not an analog mixer, whereas this can process a ton of extra gear.
Basically, the 808 can run without the computer.
Totally, it can.
Whereas this one is a controller.
It's got preamps in the back. You can put CDJs, you can put turntables. It's got phono pre's. It's DVS ready, so I mean you can use scratch records to control Serato if you want, stuff like that. But this guy actually does have the built-in drum machine in it.
Okay.
And it has 808, 909, it'll have 707 and 606 sounds as well. Difference being you don't have the same step sequencer like this, but you use the pads like this in sequential order. So you can still have a 16-step sequence, and you just do a little bit of a shift function to select your instrument, sequence it like that, same thing, MIDI, start, stop, and you can sync everything up.
And what's the difference between the 505 then?
The 505 is closer to the 808. It's kind of like a smaller version.
Okay.
So it's got 2 channels again like this that are analog with the features in the back, but and you can switch like this between 3 and 4. But it's more like a smaller sized 808, but it does have the sequencer.
Okay, so there's a dedicated section for the
That's
sequencer.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do we have any question we need to answer? No, it was pretty clear. Do you have anything you want to talk about?
Well, I mean, come by tonight if you're in town. If you're here from UTEC or you're here in Montreal, you live here.
Tomorrow, you're at...
Tomorrow, Roland, we're going to be running a room at... what's the name of it? Monument National.
Monument National.
Yes, so we've got
Sur Saint-Laurent.
Yes.
Almost in front of the SAT.
Yeah. Yeah, so a big hub for Mutech. We're going to be running a room there between 12 and 6. We're doing this really fun thing called Drone Club, which is something that we do with some guys who run a show called the Ambient Ping in Toronto. They've been doing it for 18 years. So Drone Club is a big drone jam, really. So we're going to have all our new gear, stuff that no one besides these guys in Canada has touched yet. So we're going to have a bunch of the TRO-8s. We're going to have the SH-01, SE-02. We'll have all the DJ set up. We're going to have some vintage rolling stuff there to play with as well. So you come by, chat with us, check out the stuff, have a jam. We'll get spaced out.
It's not a workshop. It's really come and play.
No, it's really just we're going to be hanging out, play around. We'll jam together. We'll have a big PA system. You know, we'll do that. Pretty and cool. We'll also be joining Moog Audio. They're going to have a room in the same room on Saturday from 12 to 6.
Okay.
There's a lot of modular synths and stuff like that.
If you're a synth head, be there. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm just waiting for the 909 day now.
Yeah.
Soon. Very soon.
Coming soon. Yeah.
So, well, I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank Rolling Canada for, taking the time to come here. And I hope you liked the video, you liked the live feed. If you want more of them, just write to us, Musitechnique. We're always interested in showing you new stuff. And, well, see you soon.
All right. Thanks, Musitechnique.
Bye.